Another change that has been made in Tennessee schools involves
Yep.
these cell phones,
We
right?
like them, don't we? But when state lawmakers banned them in classrooms, we heard plenty about it in our newsroom. Not everyone liked the idea of being so out of touch. But a month into this school year, it seems communication is better than ever.
What are some things that you already know about the brain?
In Miss Toomey's honors biology class at Mount Juliet High,
Because that's going to be a big part of what we're going to talk about are those neurons.
brains aren't just the subject matter.
These different pieces that are going to make up your brain. Try to label some of those pieces now.
They are working.
See, Lily, you know more than you think.
With 13 years of teaching experience, Toomey has seen cell phones enter the classroom, quickly stealing instruction time and students' attention.
They weren't engaged, so I would have to repeat. It would be, let me repeat the instructions because they're worried about what's going on and they're getting their text messages and things like that.
Now, by state law, cell phones are sidelined, bell to bell, out of sight and out of mind.
So me not having to get them back on track, recenter them, reteach material has been a game changer.
But if you listen closely, there is another difference.
They are talking to each other. They're making friends. They're engaged in class. They're answering questions.
Seniors Chloe and Faith feel it too.
Yes.
Without cell phones constantly in hand, there's just more to talk about.
But it's really fun because it's like all of it's coming from our brains. None of it's coming like, oh, I just saw something on my phone, blah, 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 blah. It's like, what do we really think about during the school day? Those are the ideas that we're having conversations over.
Yeah, and I definitely feel like we're planning more things now,
yeah.
just because we're actually talking. It's not like, oh, let's...
Our class planned a trip to like Fall Creek Falls just yesterday.
Yeah.
Like,
Lawmaker intrusion in the classroom hasn't always been met with enthusiasm.
I thought, oh my goodness, this is going to be a real stretch and change for our students, especially in the high school. This is huge.
But just 1 month into the new school year, Counselor Kristen Wall is full of praise.
I had one teacher said that of all the educational legislation policy that they've had in their career, 20 plus, they feel this is the one that's going to impact learning most positively.
And even wondering if the ban on so-called smart devices
You'll see the social concept and the objective.
might just benefit these young minds in more ways than intended.
Like you're not actually crunching down numbers. It's just the social
I'm curious to see how academically test scores, discipline, overall needing referrals to me, how that is impacted long-term by this. I think it's fabulous.
Every district was allowed to create their own rules on how to enforce this ban. At Mount Juliet High, students can use their phones between classes and at lunch. And of course, in an emergency, kids can grab them right there in the classroom. And something interesting, Rory, Miss Wall told me that even though the kids can have their phones in the cafeteria, she eats there every day. And she says it is louder this year because kids are forgoing the phones and they're talking.
How about that?
I know, eyes up
Interaction.
engaging.
Yeah, I think it's a
Very positive.
Yeah.